Okay, so I'm sure there are times where you're listening to your favorite music, right? You're listening to your favorite vocalists, singers, rappers, bands, whatever. I'm sure you're listening to them, and there's at some point you're wondering, how are they doing this? Like, how are they able to get me to keep listening to their stuff over and over and over again? How is it that it seems like they've got like this aura about them that I can't seem to get when I'm doing my music, when I'm doing my content? How do I get my stuff to stand out just like my favorite artists and musicians? Well, believe it or not, guys, it's not as hard as you think it is. It's really not. We can get this done in just a few simple steps. And today I want to discuss how you can easily get your music, your songs, your EPs, albums, projects, whatever, to get it to stand out just like the people that you listen to on a regular basis. So today, you don't want to miss out. Today's episode is sponsored by these wonderful folks, and if you want to learn more about them, be sure to check out the link in the description of this video. You already know what the deal is, man. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and let's work. Salutes to that. All right, so just like you guys, man, like there were moments where I thought, how in the world am I gonna get people to rock with my stuff? How am I gonna get people to rock with my content, rock with my music? And so what I really started doing is I started studying some of my favorite artists, and there were some things that came together, some things that I marked down that I want to tell you guys about, some things that you can also do so your content, your music, your whatever can stand out just like your favorite folks that you follow every single day on social media. So today we're gonna get right into those tips. All right, so tip number one, right? Tip number one, I gotta tell you, it's not that hard. It's not that difficult. The hook, I'm talking about the hook, the chorus in your song has to hit. I'm gonna say it again. The hook gotta hit. If that's gonna get stuck in your head all day, I don't care. The hook gotta hit. Now, why do I say that? When you think about your favorite songs that are legendary across, like, not just like nationwide, we're talking global, songs that people love, songs that people consider classics. If we're being honest, it's not so much the verse that makes it a classic. It's not the verses, it's the hooks. Matter of fact, let's try this. Do this with me. The last new song that you heard, right? The newest song that you've recently listened to within the past day or so, or maybe just within this week. You heard the new song. Well, it probably took you a couple times listening to that song for you to really take hold of the lyrics. But you know what stuck with you? The hook. You know that thing that you kept humming as you were at work, when you were taking your dog out, when you were at the gym, things like that. You know what you kept humming? You know what you kept repeating? That hook. The hook is what kept you. The hook is what got you to go back and listen to that song and eventually learn the lyrics. It was the hook. It was that melody. So what I'm telling you is that hook has to hit. Listen, guys, let's be honest. The average listener, most listeners, they don't always remember what you said in your verse. They really don't. Most of the time, they really don't remember what you said in your verse. So if your hook isn't catchy, or is your chorus isn't memorable, there's a good chance that the song itself won't stick with them. So please, again, I'm gonna say it again. The hook gotta hit. Bang, bang. So do a real evaluation. Go back, listen to your lyrics. Go back, listen to your song as a whole, and really evaluate, is this hook within the song catchy? Is it memorable? Is it something that I want to go back and repeat a bunch of times? If you ever work on a song and then you step away from it and that hook is stuck in your head, you got one. All right, so tip number two. Another thing that I noticed that primetime artists do, really talented artists do, or just when I listen to songs that are classics, I noticed that they get to the point. That's tip number two. Get to the point. And what I mean by that specifically is the beginning of your songs are too long. Some of y'all be sending me music. Y'all want me to check out your stuff, which I'm all cool for, man. I love listening to dope music. I love listening to new stuff, but y'all's intros are way too long. Matter of fact, I need y'all to think about it this way. If I don't know who you are, right? If I don't know who you are, if I've never listened to a lick of your music, and say one of your songs is recommended to me by Spotify, right? So I'm listening, right? And I'm like, oh, new artist, all right, let me check them out. It should not take forever for your verse or your hook to start. Some of y'all's intros are way too long, and you gotta understand that people's attention spans are like this now. Now, like this. Not like this or like that. This. People's attention spans are super, super short. So if it's taking 30 seconds for your song to start, 9 times out of 10, people are already skipping your song. So again, get to the point. People should not be feeling like this when they listen to your song.
A few moments later.
Again, that tip is not complicated. Just make sure that you get to the point. Guys, there are tons of other bands, singers, rappers, and things like that that people could be listening to. So don't waste their time. Make sure if you're creating a song, make sure that you just get to the point. All right, so point number 3, make it into a movie. And when I say make your music into a movie, I'm actually going to show you guys an example of something that I do. So if you pay attention to music, there are a lot of instances where there will be a tape stop or an automation in which the volume drops, and you guys can do this very same thing when you're doing your music. So right now I'm actually going to show you guys an example of what I'm talking about. Make your song into a movie, make it a little bit dramatic. Check this out. All right, so right here is an example of an artist that sent me their song and they want me to mix and master it. And if I wanted to add a little more pizzazz, if I wanted to add a little bit more drip to their song, I could have a tape stop, or I could just do, an automation with a volume drop. So this is what it's gonna sound like by itself. This is what it sounds like with me not even messing with it. You know that I want you right here. I am not the same with you. Okay, so listen to that right there. It's not bad. Nothing wrong with it. Like, the song's okay. But if I want to, quote, make a movie and make it a little bit more dramatic, this is what I could. You know that I want you right here. I am not the same when you're gone. You see the difference? Think of things that you can do within your song that make it stand out. Maybe even a stutter. Let's try a stutter. So we're going to start like this. Here we are. Talk to me, girl, tell me something. Okay, that's how it sounds at first. Now, adding a stutter to the same track. This is how it sounds. Talk to me, girl, tell me something. Nice. You see what I mean? Make it into a movie. There are things that you can do to kind of add a little bit more pop, a little bit more sparkle to your song, and just figure out what those things are. So again, make your song into a movie. That will definitely help you stand out from the people that are listening to you compared to, say, someone else that's in your local area. All right, so tip number 4, I gotta tell y'all this, especially for those of you guys that perform. Give yourself room to breathe. I think a lot of time artists and bands, whatever, a lot of times you guys write music, you write really good music, by the way. You write really good music and you don't even consider that you have to perform that music. Bands, understand, you gotta perform that music. So whatever you write, just make sure that physically you can do it. Rappers, I know it's a trendy thing. Everybody gotta rap fast and sound super dope. Listen, first of all, we know that not every rapper that can rap fast is good. Let's start there. That's 1. 2, please understand that you're going to have to rap that fast. If people hear it in the song, they're going to expect you to be able to do it live. Give yourself room to breathe. Vocalists, same thing. I know you guys want to show your vocal range, but if you cannot do that live, be mindful of how you write your music. And I notice a lot of artists, you guys don't give yourself room to breathe. You guys have a verse that you write and then it dives right into the hook and then it dives right into the verse again, and there's no space for you to breathe when you perform. So please consider that. You think your favorite artists don't do that? How do you think they're able to perform for 45 minutes to an hour straight? straight because they know how to write correctly. And you have to understand, when you're writing something and you're going through it in your head, assume you have to perform this full speed. And then think about it and go, am I able to do this? Can I do this with people staring at me, music blasting, mic on, and everything else? Can I do this full speed? So again, make sure that you guys are writing so that you can make good music, but please make sure that you can breathe. Give yourself room to breathe when you write your lyrics. I'm gonna keep it like that. We're gonna cut it off right there. Y'all got it.
I won't let you blow this.
Oh, also, side note, I'm gonna throw this tip in real quick. Make sure that you guys change the inflections of your voice as well. I don't want to be listening to your song for what, a 3 minute and 30 second song in which you sound monotone the entire song. I don't want you to sound like E I O I C O God ni o. No, put some drip in it, put some swag in it. Look, if you're goofy, I want to hear that in your music. If you're serious, I want to hear that in your music. If the song is sad, I want to hear the tone in your voice change to that. Please change the way that you speak based off the type of song that you're doing and or writing. All right, so the last tip I'm gonna give you guys today is simply this. Please make sure that your album art, your EP cover, your album cover, and your song cover looks good. Make sure that it looks good, because if it doesn't, what would make me want to go listen to it? Be honest with yourself. Your song cover, your album artwork, it's the very first thing that people are gonna see before the song drops. So first impressions are everything. And if that first impression is bad, the chance that I'm gonna go check it out, unless I'm your family member or something like that, I'm probably not gonna go check it out. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Make sure that the cover art, the design art is dope. You know what? You don't believe me? Let's try this. You tell me, which one is better? This one or this one? All right, I shouldn't have to say nothing. I know we live in a world where like, that's just your opinion. No, we all know which one is clearly better. We're gonna stop right there. Now, for those of you that are going like, yo, Sarge, I don't know how to make album artwork. I'm glad you said that, because last week I dropped a video on how you guys can make album artwork, regardless if you have Photoshop or not. And if you want to know how to do that, the video link is up there at the top. So if you're really interested, you want to know how you can make album artwork, it's up there. And I'll also put the link to that video in the description of this video. But as always, man, what y'all think about this video? Did y'all really rock with it? If so, be sure to hit that like button. Then go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you know every time I drop a new video. Also, if there's a topic you want me to talk about, be sure to throw that in the comments as well. And as always, man, y'all already know the deal. Be you, enjoy your life, and live authentic. Salute to that, and I'll catch y'all later.